Alright, we're off to do Malatia Wall or Point, depending on the traffic, using a little 6mm static ropes. It's going to be exciting. Here we are on the third pitch of Malatia Wall, and I'm testing out the Edilrid wrap line. There is a newer version out, but this is the original one, and it's a 6mm sort of static, but this particular rope has some unique properties. So as well as using it as a wrap line, you can also take two falls on it if you are leading on it. When configured in a twin arrangement. So it's not something you'd be going out and climbing on every day, but in an emergency, if your rope's got stuck or you're without your dynamic rope, you could use this in twin configuration in order to lead climb and take a fall on it and still be safe. Yeah, so 6mm. I'm abseiling down on it. There's a few devices, but you need a specific advice for abseiling on these super thin ropes, which are very specialized. It's not the sort of thing you'd be doing canyoning every day. I'm using the Malatia Nano 8 to abseil on, and it's a device that's rated for ropes that are 6 to 7.5mm. And so far it's been really good. I've done some longer sort of 40, almost 50 meter pitches, and it's been brilliant. I back it up as I'm abseiling using the hollow block cord, just with a sort of French prusik underneath, and that's also been good. I wasn't too sure about how that would go on the skinnier ropes, but I found that this is great with a lot of wraps. You've got some good stopping power there, so I've had no issues with control at all. As you can see here, third pitch, I'm just using the overhand knot there with plenty of tail, and the biggest concern, I think, in using these ropes is rub points. So I've very much been I've taken sort of a bit of protection that I've been placing down on the rock, attaching to one rope, so when I pull down the ropes, it comes free as well. But that's my main concern. I'm a lot happier when I've got overhanging pitches where the rope is not rubbing on the rock. But so far, and I've checked it after each pitch so far, it's holding up very well. So here we are with the Edilrid wrap line, more commonly seen in probably ski mountaineering or sort of backcountry stuff, or as a pull line, or as an emergency sort of second rope. But today we're testing it out on Malatia Wall. Third pitch, here we go. Alright, so we're on the walkout, but in summary, what do I think of the Edilrid 6mm wrap lines? Look, I think it was, they were really good. It's the first time I've really used them in a serious way, and doing some of those longer pitches really gave me a sense for, you know, how they run, the amount of stretch, which is not a lot. They were actually pretty good. There wasn't a lot of bounce or stretch. Not that I was going fast on them. I was being very cautious, and there's certainly not the sort of rope that you'd be, you know, sort of racing down a mountain on. But that said, they were, yeah, really easy to handle. That's probably a downside. They can get a little tangled just because they're such a small line. When you're pulling them down, there were a few times I had to sort of untangle them a bit, but if you're careful with your rope management and yeah, just be a little bit careful, then that's not really a problem. And it's far outweighed by just the lightness. You know, these ropes sitting on the top of my pack, the other ones inside, yeah, they weigh nothing. And it's the fact that I can, you know, have two 60-metre ropes, these are 60-metre lengths, out and about, and if I really need to lead on them, I've also got that option. So probably not the sort of thing I'd be using for canyoning or this sort of thing every day, but definitely the sort of line you can rely on, especially in alpine environments. Look, I was also really impressed with the control I had using the nano device. Clearly with a 6mm rope like this, you need to use the specialist equipment. You don't want to just throw it through a figure eight or a, you know, a normal belay plate. But the nano device gave me great control, combined with the hollow block sort of belay backup system. It was really easy to control the rope. It was really easy to stop if I needed to, especially when I was you know, watching out for some of those sharp edges, getting around those, putting in a little bit of padding behind those. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a specialist system, but it's the sort of thing that that I'll definitely be using, definitely in the mountains. And yeah, thumbs up from me. And note that there's also the pro versions out there now, the Wrapline 2 I think it is, and so that's a great option, gives you even more sort of abrasion protection for your ropes. But yeah, a great lightweight option when you might not be taking anything else. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Happy climbing.